In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about reading and writing to files using Python. So I'm going to create a variable called myFile, and I'm going to open a file, and we're basically creating a file here. So I'm going to call it hello.txt, and then we're going to tell it to write a binary file, and you do that by passing WB. So open takes file name and then the method of reading or writing. So now I'm going to say myFile.write, and then we can pass some text. So I'm just going to say testing Python writing to file, and we can pass control characters to give line breaks, for example. Very easy to do. And then we can go ahead and close the file. You just do that by typing your file name or .close. And so we can run that. So now let's see how we would read the file in. So I'm going to create a new variable, call it myReader. And you do that by calling open again. And we'll go ahead and use the same file name. And this time we're going to change the reading mode, or change it to reading mode, sorry. And then we can read in a string. You can tell it how many bytes to read in. So we'll say myReader.read, and let's just say we want to read in 5 bytes. You do it like that. And then we can print that to the string, or print that to the screen, and close the file. And you see it got the first characters that we had written to that file. Now if I do 15, it reads in testing Python. So it's actually working there. Now there's a couple of other useful functions that you can know about. Tell gives the current position in bytes. So if I go down here, I can say my position is equal to myReader.tell, and we can print that out. So I'm going to say print current position in file my position. And so it's telling us that we're at 15 because we did reach 15 bytes in, and so of course that's where it's at. You can use seek. I'm not going to do it, but I'm just going to show it down here. There's a function called seek, which takes parameters offset and from. Well, let's go ahead and do it. So let's go ahead and put that in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this let's put it right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to say new position. Let's put it after the tell. So put new position is equal to seek, and we'll do 5 bytes again. For the second parameter, it can be 0, 1, or 2. If you put 0, it starts at the beginning of the file. It's the reference point. So in other words, it'll go to the reference point, go 5 characters over, and start reading at that point. So we could also say, after we do the seek, we'll do new string is equal to myReader.read. We'll read 5 bytes there also, and then we'll come down here and we'll say print after seek, and then we'll put new string. let's see, seek is not defined. Oh, sorry, we need to put myReader.seek. Okay, so before the seek, it writes out the first 5 characters of the file. And so what it did is, starting at the beginning of the file, I told it to move 5 bytes. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you see it's going to start reading here. And that's why it reads in NGPY. So, for example, if we went 3 more characters, we get the first letters of Python. Now we can do something else. We can say seek from position 1. And what that means is it does it from the current position. So if we're at 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're here at the end, it's going to move 8 bytes. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so it's going to start reading over here. So if I do that, you can see after seek, we get N space WRI. Hopefully this is making sense. Now, of course, we can also put 2, so you can put 0, 1, or 2, and 2 means to start at the end of the file. Let's see what it does there. So after seek, we get a blank string because we're at the end of the file. Of course, we could go backwards. So after seek, we get Y2. So it went back here. So what it did there was it counted backwards 8 characters. Or I could go, let's go 18 characters backwards. And after seek, it prints EVER. The reason it's printing it on a different line is because we have this control sequence here telling it to add a line to the file. So hopefully that makes sense how to use the seek command. And that's a little bit on reading and writing text files with Python.